Hey everybody, Jason Rodriguez here, and today I want to just talk to you a little bit about kind of the power of storytelling. Now, if you are interested in building kind of a following, if you will, a tribe they're called, but you want to build a community of people that connect and relate to you, people that are on some level similar to you. They're interested perhaps in the same things that you're interested in. They connect with you over some certain aspects of your life. And by doing that, you're able to be able to build a community, and you get to know people. People get to know you, okay? And then, over time, they will begin by having this exposure to you through things like video, through things like reading your blog, through things perhaps of connecting with you on Facebook. As these people will they'll interact with you in different phases, different places, and through that you can begin to build a relationship, and that relationship will develop. So they'll begin to know you, then they get to like you, right? And then after that comes trust, and they begin then to trust you. Okay? Now once somebody trusts you, that's when it gets good, because that's when they're going to be willing to actually buy something from you. Okay, and I hope I don't make this sound devious, because it's not devious. This is just a natural progression that you go through. I mean, whether it's an online world or whether you're talking in the offline world, through networking events and community events, when you meet somebody for the first time, and you've got to develop a rapport. You've got to develop a relationship with that person to some degree before they're willing to take that next step. And when you're talking about spending like thousands of dollars getting a new client signed up, that person's probably not going to take the plunge. They're not going to sign up with you if they haven't gotten to know you, they don't feel like they can trust you, that they understand what your values are, that you're a person that has integrity, right? So you want people to know you, you want people to like you, and you want people to trust you, and then they'll move into this phase where they'll actually buy stuff from you. And so in your business, whatever kind of business that may be, that is the progression that you're going to want to go through. One thing that has been powerful, I think, in being able to do that in an online venture or way is through the power of storytelling. Okay? And so, for example, let me illustrate by sharing with you an actual story. So I had this friend a number of years ago. This was back in my, I don't know, it was probably my very late teens, 17, 18, 19 years old, somewhere in there. I don't remember exactly. But I had this friend who was about 5 years older than me, a girlfriend, not a girlfriend, but I mean, she was hot, but not a girlfriend. Oh God. Oh boy. Okay, so anyway, me and this girl friend, every day during this one particular summer, maybe not every day, but once a week or so, we would go out and we would ride our bikes, and we'd take these long bike rides. And we just had that. I tell you what, that summer was a blast. We had a good time, just laughing, having fun together, just telling stories, just had a great time together. We even went on vacation, went camping for a week. That was a lot of fun. And then it was the end of the summer, and she was going to move down to South Central LA. And it's difficult to explain. If you've never been to South Central LA, and I haven't been there, I haven't been back since this time, but it was quite a shock. It was quite a culture shock for me, coming from a little town called Porterville that I grew up in, and going into, LA, going into South Central LA, which is, at the time, I mean, it was kind of a scary place. I remember this was back in the years before they had like GPS on your phones, no smartphones. I probably didn't even have a cell phone, to be honest with you. And I decided to visit this friend of mine down there, and so I used like a map, take a map, and I'm going to find my way down there by using the map. Well, I don't know if you've ever tried that, but when you're driving and having to use a map in order to find out where you're going, it can be difficult because you've never been there before, so you're not sure, especially in a city like LA where you got all these freeways and stuff, and it was, I got a hair on me, it was tough finding this place. And the way that I planned it, I was hoping to get down there before dark, and I did. I got down there before dark, But damn it, if I couldn't find where I was going, I could not find her house. And it was like I just kept driving around in circles, and I just kept seeing the same things over and over again, the same landmarks. I'm like, shit, how do I, where are you? Where's this place? And again, this is before the days where, teenagers had cell phones. So, I didn't have a cell phone. And so you have to use like a payphone. Well, here's the thing. It's South Central LA, and it was it wasn't dark. It was, I don't know what time it was. It was getting into fall. I don't know. I mean, it was dusk. Let's call it dusk. Sun's going down. It's not quite dark yet. I see a gas station. I pull into this gas station thinking, okay, I'm going to get out. I'm going to call my friend. I'm going to get those directions. Here I am. I'm close. I know I'm close, but I can't find this damn street. And as I pull in this gas station, I see a group of guys. I bet you there was about 6 dudes, and all of a sudden they jump one guy. So 6 guys on one guy. And I kid you not, 6 of these guys jump one guy, and they're stabbing him. Okay? I am witness to a stabbing in South Central LA. Okay? Well, hey, listen. I ain't no hero at 17, 18 years old, and so I'm like, forget the phone, I am out of here. And I pull out of here, poor guy, leave him to, I don't know what happened to him, but I wasn't going to stick around and find out. That was the first moment where I went from being like a little bit nervous, like, oh God, I hope I find this place, to like, oh shit, I got to find this place, and I got to find this place now. Like, I'm starting to get scared. I'm like, that's my first indication that I am not in the best of neighborhoods. Well, I kid you not, I don't know, I don't remember how I found the street, because I had literally been driving around in circles, it seems like, unable to locate the street that I'm looking for. Finally, I find the street, and I get a place to park. I go up to my friend's house, and at this point it's dark now, okay? I go up to my friend's house, go around the back actually, and I knock on the door. She's not home, okay? Roommate comes to the door, will not open the door. I mean, I don't know the roommate doesn't know me, I can't blame her, but I'm freaking out, because I recognize that this is not a great neighborhood, and I'm stuck outside when I desperately want to be inside where it's safe. And then, the roommate's like, oh, hell no, I ain't letting you in. I don't know you. So, long story short, finally, she lets me in, or actually, I guess my friend gets home, and she lets me in. And then all turns out well. It was a scary adventure for me at that time in my life. I don't know today how scared I would be. Today, I think, if anything, I've learned the lesson not to go to South Central LA. Some places I don't belong, and that's one of them. So, the point of the story is that you can tell stories in your in your marketing. You can tell stories to your team. You can tell stories to your prospects and draw them in and break them out of what they're thinking about, what they're doing in the moment. Bring them into your story, and then connect with them. And as you connect with somebody, and then you get them to start looking for you, right? And then you may see this video, and you may like, oh, I want to hear, I want to find out a little bit more about this guy. And so then you look me up on Facebook, or you look me up in Twitter, right? And we connect there. And then maybe you come and you visit my blog, okay? And now you're visiting, and you're going back, and you're looking at my blog, okay? And then from there, maybe you sign into my email list. Why don't you go ahead and do that? As a matter of fact, go ahead and opt into my email list today, and that way you can begin getting emails from me. And this is what you want to do, and I'm going to show you, but this is what you want to do as you are building your community, is you want to be able then to email them on a regular basis. Now, I'll let you kind of figure out what works best for you in terms of timing and like how much. I don't like to necessarily bother my list. and by sending them things, every single day. A lot of people are going to say, send stuff every single day. The more emails you send, the more stuff you're going to sell, and that may be true. Yeah, that's probably true. So if you want to sell a bunch of stuff, listen to them. It's not necessarily what I'm doing or what I'm about, so I don't email that much. So anyhow, but once you begin building that connection with people, then people are they're going to know you, they're going to like you, they're going to trust you, and then they will buy from you. So depending on where you're at this point, I mean, maybe you're ready to buy something. I only sell stuff online that is stuff that I have bought personally, and I've spent thousands of dollars on different trainings and programs and stuff like that. They're not all amazing, they're not all fantastic. I've learned things, I think, probably from each of them, but there's some that have been tremendously valuable, and so those are the ones that I will share with you. Those are the ones that I will share with people, and starting with the Empower Network blogging platform. So that's a great place to get started. If you haven't gotten started already, you definitely want to check that out. So I think this video is probably long enough, probably too long, and I'm going to go ahead and end it here. Thank you so much for joining me today, and I hope you have a great day. My name is Jason Rodriguez. Live with passion. Follow your dreams, and I hope to connect with you soon. Bye-bye now.